Adding Gowan's Group 3 and Group 8 soil-applied herbicides to your weed control program is a great way to get your crops off to a solid start and incorporate some alternative modes of action into your herbicide rotation. This will help your crops reach their full yield potential and slow the development of herbicide resistance in your key weeds. But before you hit the fields, we want to help you get the most from our products by answering some common questions. Let's start with which product you should use. Use Fargo to control resistant wild oats in grain crops such as wheat and barley, and pulse crops such as garbanzos and peas. Sonalan and Eptam are great, either solo or in a tank mix as a soil-applied base herbicide layer in crops such as potatoes, dry beans, or sunflowers. Be sure to consult the individual product labels for crop recommendations. Now let's go over product application. All three herbicides can be applied by standard spraying equipment, either in a water carrier or in liquid fertilizer. Spraying equipment should be clean and calibrated to apply an accurate rate of the active ingredients per acre. For applying in liquid fertilizer, refer to the individual product labels for directions and precautions. Sonalan and Fargo can both be impregnated onto dry fertilizer, then broadcast onto the soil surface and incorporated. Chemigation is an outstanding application method for all three of Gowan's soil-applied herbicides. Refer to the individual product labels for directions and precautions. Do these herbicides need to be incorporated? For best performance, all three of these herbicides need to be incorporated into the top 2 to 3 inches of soil with equipment such as a heavy harrow. Eptam and Fargo should be incorporated as soon as possible after broadcast application. For Sonalan, you can wait up to 48 hours after application to incorporate. A second incorporation pass at right angles to the first will help to establish a complete barrier for best performance. Eptam and Sonalan can be incorporated through sprinkler irrigation. Simply apply 1/2 to 1 inch of supplemental irrigation shortly after application. When's the best time to apply? Fargo should only be used as a pre-plant incorporated herbicide. It can be applied in the spring or in the fall on winter wheat and barley. Sonalan is generally used as a spring pre-plant incorporated treatment, but should be applied to potatoes as a pre-emergent incorporated treatment. Sonalan can also be applied in the fall to certain crops when impregnated on dry fertilizer. Eptam can be applied either in the spring or fall. Application can vary from a pre-plant incorporated timing to post-emergence, even to a lay-by application. Consult the Eptam label for precise timings and directions. Let's talk field preparation before application. For best performance from your soil-applied herbicide, the soil should be in good tilth with a smooth, clod-free surface. Fields with soil clods should be harrowed. Otherwise, any weed seeds that germinate within or below soil clods will not be controlled. Excessive amounts of crop residue can reduce the performance of soil-applied herbicides by intercepting the product before it reaches the ground or interfering with incorporation. A pre-application tillage pass with a disc or a field cultivator may be necessary to get the surface trash levels low enough to not interfere with the performance of the herbicides. And what about burnt or manured fields? Eptam, Fargo, and Sonalan should not be applied to fields that have been burnt or had manure applied within 12 months. The carbon left after burning and the high organic matter in manure can reduce performance. And that does it. You're now equipped with Gowan's best practices for soil-applied liquid herbicides. You've made the right decision to take action against herbicide resistance development while reducing early season weed competition in your crops. Please contact your local retailer or Gowan representative for more information.